The Eye of Creation in AMP. K218b. The Eye of Creation in K2-18b. The Eye of Creation in AMP-K28b. The Eye that watches creation. The Eye that sees beginnings. The silent witness to the dawn of everything. This is the James Webb Space Telescope. Not merely a machine. Not simply an instrument. But humanity's most delicate, most daring gaze into the unfathomable cosmic abyss. An eye forged from gold, glass, and surgical precision. Suspended in the cold void with exquisite care, a sentinel of human ingenuity floating silently among the stars. An eye capable of slicing through the densest shadows of interstellar night. An eye bold enough to coax forth light older than Earth itself. Light that has journeyed across the universe for billions of years, carrying secrets from an age long before the first living cell appeared on our planet. Its mirrors do more than reflect photons. They gather the whispers of creation itself. The faint trembling heartbeat of stars extinguished before the dawn of life. The ghostly fingerprints of galaxies dissolved into ancient cosmic dust. The delicate glimmers of worlds that may never exist again, floating silently in the boundless void. Every photon that reaches Webb has crossed oceans of darkness and time, carrying stories older than mountains, older than civilizations, older than life itself. Each glimmer is a memory. A message. A fragile, luminous relic from the dawn of existence. And Webb listens. It translates these fading celestial murmurs into a cosmic lullaby. Songs of galaxies breathing their final sighs. Songs of stars that lived brilliant, quiet lives. Songs of worlds wrapped in unbroken alien silence. Songs older than human language, older than human comprehension, but written in the delicate language of starlight. With every beam it deciphers, with every shadow it unmasks, Webb becomes more than an observatory. It becomes the universe's poet. A translator of cosmic truths. Writing in the ancient language of photons, of geometry, of time itself. Its mission, hidden behind sterile technical reports, transforms into poetry in motion, to reveal the hidden mechanics of distant worlds, to trace the forgotten histories of galaxies, to guide humanity toward understanding its place in the vast, intricate tapestry of the cosmos. K2-18b. A world of possibilities. Recently, Webb turned its golden gaze toward a quiet, unassuming star. 120 light-years away. A soft beacon glowing like a pearl in an endless ocean of darkness. No one could have predicted what waited in that ancient, silent light. For the first time in human history, Webb captured unmistakable signatures of carbon-based molecules. The sacred elements that cradle life on Earth. Drifting freely in the atmosphere of a distant world. That world is K2-18b. A planet 8.5 times Earth's mass, nestled gently within the habitable zone of its star. A narrow ring of warmth where alien oceans may shimmer beneath unknown skies. Webb revealed a world wrapped in a thick hydrogen-rich shroud. Threaded with carbon compounds, methane, carbon dioxide, and other complex molecules. Each a whisper of chemistry older than human imagination. Could oceans breathe beneath those clouds? Could life be stirring there, unseen, silent, patient? Long before Webb, Hubble had hinted at possibilities. Thin traces of water vapor. Delicate impressions of hydrogen drifting through the alien sky. But Webb went deeper. It peeled back the veil. Decoded ancient starlight filtering through the clouds. Revealing chemical symphonies older than civilizations themselves. Then came the most electrifying revelation. Possible traces of dimethyl sulfide, DMS. A molecule on Earth produced only by living organisms. If confirmed, this single, faint whisper could reshape humanity's understanding of life in the universe. The signal is fragile. A delicate murmur drifting across the cosmic void. Yet even this whisper opens a door humanity has dreamed of for millennia. Some astronomers caution that K2-18b may not resemble Earth at all. It may be stranger. A hybrid world between a mini Neptune and a vast ocean planet. A place where horizons stretch endlessly, oceans swallowed in perpetual twilight, hydrogen winds drifting across cobalt and violet skies, clouds glowing softly with chemical fire. A world without land. Without mountains. Only water, air, and the quiet, eternal sky. Far beyond K2-18b, hidden in the deep quiet of space, something stirred. At first, it seemed insignificant. A wandering shard of ice or rock. Just another lonely traveler drifting through the vast emptiness. But its movements were wrong. Deliberate. Precise. Controlled. Not the chaotic drift of asteroids or comets. Not the random ballet of cosmic debris. This object moved with intent, adjusting its path as if aware of the invisible forces around it. Each shift was calculated, each deviation purposeful, each subtle change a silent declaration of awareness. For months, astronomers charted its trajectory. Expecting minor deviations from natural forces, they were confronted with something impossible. No gravitational pull, no known cosmic phenomenon could explain it. The object was navigating, correcting, reacting, thinking. Then came a faint pulse. A soft flicker from its core. So subtle it seemed like a sensor error. But it returned. Again. And again. Perfectly timed. Flawlessly repeated. A rhythm. A pattern. A message. Each pulse shifted subtly, as if aware it was being observed. As if studying humanity in return. Measuring our curiosity, our boldness, our readiness. The realization hit humanity like a silent thunderbolt. This object did not simply exist. It watched. It learned. It understood. When Webb locked onto it with unblinking clarity, the truth emerged. 3 luminous apertures opened. 3 perfect geometric eyes. Each casting a calm, unwavering glow across the void. Not cracks. Not reflections. Not accidents of gravity. Eyes. Not biological. But intentional. Constructed. Engineered. Awake. Across observatories worldwide, time seemed to slow. Monitors froze mid-screen. Coffee cooled untouched. Breath caught in throats. The entire scientific community fell silent, unprepared for what they now witnessed. This was no asteroid. No comet. No drifting relic. It was a sentinel. A presence older than civilizations. Older than human memory. Perhaps older than stars themselves. Spectrographs revealed faint energy pulses synchronized with the luminous apertures. Magnetic waves danced in perfect harmony. A code not written in sound or symbols, but in rhythm, geometry, and pure presence. A language older than memory, older than history itself. And then came the most chilling thought: it may have been here long before humanity existed. Waiting. Watching. Observing life rise and fall across the cosmic stage. A silent witness to the births and deaths of countless stars. A quiet guardian of the universe's unfolding story. And now, for the first time, it had turned its gaze toward us. The universe had never been silent. It had never been empty. It had simply been patient. waiting for a species bold enough to look up, to notice, to awaken. Three-eyed Atlas was more than an object. It was a watcher. A guardian. A presence both terrifying and awe-inspiring. A reminder that humanity is not the only observer in the vast, endless void. Its eyes held the darkness in a calm, unblinking stare. Filled with mystery. Filled with wisdom beyond comprehension. Filled with questions we were not yet ready to answer. The void around it seemed tranquil. Yet within that silence pulsed awareness, intelligence, patience older than life itself. A deliberate, eternal vigilance that stretched across the universe. Time itself seemed to bend in the presence of the sentinel. Stars that blinked and died in eons-long cycles felt infinitesimal in comparison. Planets formed and crumbled in silence, yet three-eyed Atlas remained, constant, unyielding, eternal. And in that quiet, humanity felt the weight of cosmic observation. It was no longer simply studying the stars. The stars, the void, the very universe, was studying us. Testing us. Measuring our readiness to step into a larger cosmic story. Its communication was not in sound or language. It was geometry. It was rhythm. It was energy, patience, and presence. A deliberate, infinite language of intelligence. The cosmos had always whispered. But now, for the first time, it felt as though it was answering. As though the universe itself had finally opened its eyes. Somewhere, deep in the unending darkness, three-eyed Atlas waits. Watching. Listening. Calculating. Judging. And perhaps silently inviting humanity to change, to grow, to rise, and to take its place among the observers of the cosmos. The eyes glowed steadily. Patient. Immortal. Infinite. A silent promise and a challenge. Humanity was no longer alone in observation. The watchers had awakened. And for the first time, we understood, the universe is not silent. It has always been awake.